What is really good in the hood? We in the building. It's 7 o'clock, and y'all already know what time it is. It is what a week it was, Wednesday. We got a lot to talk about. I think it's a very light episode today. Not too much, not too serious and everything like that, but we got some stuff to talk about. So y'all come on in, pull on up. It is August 9th, 2023. It is hump day. Somebody say hump day in the US of A. We're going to go ahead and make it do what it do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got a lot going on this evening. Soon as we get on in here, the sooner we can get this party rolling. Yes, sir. We're going to make it do what it do. We will not have any interruptions this evening. That's not what we're going to do. We're not going to have any interruptions this evening. I have made sure that we're gonna have it. And matter of fact, dadgummit, somebody already talking about it. So y'all know how I like to do. I don't really like to, I understand that we got stuff to do and everything like that. Shout out to Miss Nikki. As I said, my wife's friend, homegirl, and everything like that. Today is her birthday. So happy birthday to Miss Nikki and everything like that. Shout out to you, Queen. We're gonna go ahead and get on into this thing. Make it do what it do. Like I said, we got a nice show playing for y'all this evening. It's been a lot going on since the last time I talked to y'all. Some of the stuff I really had no idea was gonna break like this. Let's see where we starting off at. Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. That's a song by somebody I know. But yeah, so right off the cup, Wayne Brady has for lack of better terminology, has announced himself as pansexual. We got that to chop it up with and everything like that. I'm gonna make sure we make sure we do it. Tory Lanez 10-year sentence. Megan Thee Stallion, interesting. Entry casters. We're gonna talk about it. Fence straddlers. We're gonna talk about it. Derek Bozeman. The truth behind the fiction. We're going to talk about it. Paul Pierce versus Dwayne Wade. I don't know why we're going to talk about it. Well, I do, but we're going to talk about it. And this is just something because as I told y'all, my daughter has just started School of Law at the University of, I want to make sure, let me see, North Carolina Central University. Yes, that's where she's at and everything like that. So we're going to talk about it. Had an interesting conversation today with a classmate. And she didn't have a conversation with a classmate. A teacher asked a question, law professor asked a question, and student answered it. So we're going to get into it. I think it's going to be good. So let's go ahead and get this party rolling. What time we got? It is 7:03. I don't really like I said, I don't really want to keep nobody waiting. I know we got stuff to do. It's hump day. Tomorrow's Thursday. You got other stuff you plan on doing and everything like that. So let's talk about it. Wayne Brady just recently came out as a pansexual. Now, to those that do not know what a pansexual is someone who can fall in love with you, the inner you. Let me just slide on into the proceedings like troop and that spread my, come on, son, spread my wings. Damn, man, that was you took me back with that one. The moderator, D. Steezel, is in the building. So we got Kamoyo Kid and D. Steezel in the building. Y'all give it up for the moderator and everything like that. And the soldier, I'm gonna call him the soldier on Kamoyo Kid because he's definitely be letting them. He let it loose on Twitter and everything. Can we still call it Twitter? Listen, I know what you was trying to do, but I'm talking to Mr. Elon Musk. X. We don't call it X. We still call it Twitter. If you was gonna brand it, we supposed by now. We don't even want to call it X because that sounds wrong. X is affiliated with too many things, too many unknown variables. So, and then you let somebody buy the Twitter thing. Of course, you got money, so you can buy it back to a place that I long for, and my heart will be the pathway to a place that I long. Man, come on, y'all. People, thoughts, peak at thoughts, friends of mine, rolling the sense of the love I thought. I wrote the line of your mind, trying to wake up. I'm trying to wake up, a lost in time. Infatuated, image created, sparks of love that seem dreamed. Man, y'all remember the Clark Kent Superman special when the dude was rapping? Come on, man, don't start that. Anyway, Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady So pansexual, uh, they don't fall in love with the gender, they fall in love with the person underneath the gender and everything like that. And so I asked my wife about it last night because I read about it, and I said, did you know that? I said, did you know that? Did you hear that Wayne Brady had came out as a pansexual? And she said, no. She said, what's that? So I had to explain it to her. And she said, okay. I said, yeah. She said, you're telling me that for a reason. I said, pretty much the same reason he told us, because he wanted somebody to know. What do I mean by that? Okay, first of all, transparency. I have always looked at Wayne Brady as being different. I have. It's just one of them things. People have called me different. So what do I mean by that? This does not surprise me. It doesn't. Not only does it not surprise me, it doesn't change how I look at Wayne Brady. No, he is still going to get that same laugh that I give him every time he said, is Wayne Brady going to have to slap a bitch? I'm going to always laugh on that. It's a basketball movie that he's in with, what the brother name? My brother from She Hate Me, Anthony Mackie. He's in that movie. I'm not going to think any differently of Wayne Brady now that he says he's a pansexual, which gets me here. Why is that my business? Why? I keep asking this question because as a heterosexual male, it never crossed my mind to come out and tell somebody, declare I was a heterosexual male, that I found women attractive. By and large, the only peer pressure that I felt dealing with puberty and sexual orientation identity, Camilla, Georgia, was being late as far as Camilla, Georgia was concerned in losing my virginity. I lost it at 16. As far as everybody else concerned, I was 4 years too late. I don't know how Damn, you still a virgin? I mean, I am a teenager. I don't know what the hell to tell you. Doesn't move the needle for me. I still like Wayne Brady. His wife, like I said, wishes him happiness and everything like that, as we all should. Definitely want him to live his life and be who he is. I'm not going, those of us that rock with you, Wayne, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I think more and more people need to hear this. If we genuinely care about you, we don't give a damn who you sleep with. You know why? Because you can't tell us who we finna sleep with. No, you can't tell me who to sleep with. Let me make sure I keep it with these notes. I haven't seen Wayne in anything new since the Mike Tyson, Bobby Every Little Step music spoof video. Yeah, Brady did it for me. The lights and the new avenue of revenue he would make. You say he did it for the lights. Now somebody else suggested that. So my daughter, her mother, because her mother didn't know, her mother said, well, he must be getting ready to step out with a man. But it doesn't matter, because in this particular sexual orientation, he can fall in love with anyone or anything. It's not a gender. That's the thing that I'm hoping people understand. It has nothing to do with gender. He's looking at the spirit. That's what he can fall in love with, the person underneath the flesh. So I'm just saying, I didn't care. I still don't care. I don't think people that appreciate Wayne Brady for his talent, I don't think they think about who he goes home and spends his night with. I never have. I don't. I'm still not going to. If this was a publicity stunt, hey, those that might be interested in the Wayne Brady journey, I'm pretty sure they will find it interesting. Those of us who will just continue to be the Wayne Brady fans that we are, this ain't gonna make us do one thing or the other. We still gonna rock with the dude. If he do something funny, rainbow stuff is monetized these days. I'm gonna come back and talk about that later on, Kamoyo. Make sure I stay up on that, because I don't want to forget that. I do want to expound upon that, if you will. But let's keep the party rolling. Tory Lanez, 10 years. Megan Thee Stallion. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. That talking point ain't got nothing to do with innocent or guilty. It don't. This talking point has something to do with, why did you have a gun? I think we slip sometimes. We love Friday, but I think we, and shout out to the late great tell me Pop's name. I don't want to forget his name and everything like that. I have, but Pops, one of the greatest lines, if Ice Cube wrote it, great line. This generation is sissified, like scared to take an ass whooping. Which I find ironic is like the people that talk the most trash are the people that stay strapped up short. Hey, Grand Madam, what's going on? The people that talk the most trash, you either can't fight without your homeboy or your homegirl, or you got to have a weapon on you when you start talking that trash because you know you might take an ass whooping and you're afraid. Tory Lanez is a rapper, entertainer. He is. Security guard. Depending on his behavior, he may get out early. He had a gun because he fancied himself a gangster. That's exactly where I'm going with it, Kamoyo. Thank you. You're a rapper. You're an entertainer. Some people might be like, Theo, you throwing shade. You from Canada. Why did you get caught? Why did you get down here in the United States of America and you became that thug? The song that I actually like you for, my favorite Tory Lanez song, has nothing to do with you being a damn thug, gangster. You're actually singing on the damn song with Brownstone remix in the background. If you love me, say, yeah, you're singing in the damn song. You know what? I'm going to tell you, Chris Brown, and every other wannabe, Drake included. You're a pretty boy, dude. You 5 foot nothing. You sing. Soon as you started singing about a female being attracted to her, you lost all hood credibility. You're a pretty boy. You genuine like. You Keith Sweat like, dude. And cats like that, you take security with you. You take security with you. Because you wanted to be a thug. This is why you're in the situation you're in. Because people say, well, Theo, he didn't shoot Megan. I never said he did. I never said he shot Megan. But you know, if he don't have a gun, he ain't even in this situation. Let me explain something to y'all. And I'm pretty sure every veteran can attest to this. Ain't no thugs from Canada. I'm just... Watch this. They don't even really have a military in Canada. Right now, what they're supposed to be doing with NATO, Canada is relying on the USA to protect Canada, by and large. This is what it is. That's just a fact. But I don't. So what I'm saying is this: veteran, every veteran knows this. We know how to use weapons. We do. I will get you ghosts from 300 yards. Yep, I will. I will get you ghosts from 300 yards. You can tell everybody in your family, hey, I appreciated it. Thank y'all for coming out and everything like that. But I see Theo sitting off 3 football fields away from me, and he laying on the ground, prone position. I'm going to get you ghost. If I got an automatic in my hand, I'm going to get you ghost. If I have a shotgun in my hand, I've been trained to get you ghost. I don't own one firearm. You know why? You can't get that bullet back. And whether you think you have control over where it's going, you don't. You really, really don't. Unless you up close and personal. And then you got to hope it don't go through the person you just shot and hit somebody else. Tory Lanez, dude, you're an entertainer first. Rapper, third. Singer, second. You missed the mark. Hopefully you do get out with good behavior and everything like that. I'm hoping your sentence isn't long, but it's a lot to be said about us being deliberately stupid. In my neighborhood, Tory could have been popped a foot for foot, and that's on a good day. No, you can. Chris Brown went to jail. No, and partnered up with the Bloods. Nobody sees Chris Brown as a thug. I don't care how many face tattoos he get, neck tattoos he get, arm tattoo. Devontae Swing got a tattoo on his face. Nobody is looking at Devontae Swing as a whole ass thug. Casey and JoJo look a hot damn mess. Ain't nobody looking at them as being thugs or goons. We're not. So stop. Stop. Because this is what winds up happening when you try and outdo yourself. Vancouver Vice Lord, boy, look, never served, but I am a ghetto vet. Iberville Projects, New Orleans. We knuckled up daily. I fought some of my childhood friends before we linked up. That's not that. That's what the younger generation is missing. That's how you test a man. That's how you learn a man's integrity. That's how you get to know a man. Ain't nothing like a good knuckle duster. A good knuckle duster where you can sit up here and say, you know what? Okay, I felt that. Because trust me, you can beat a dude, but learn a lot from a dude that you fought because there might not be any quit in him. There might not be any quit in him. Yeah, you can say you won, but you might be going home with a whole bunch of bruises on your ass too. That's the dude that's going to earn his respect from you. Y'all don't want to earn respect, and I was telling somebody else about it. The young generation today, you don't want to earn respect. Crazy, you want it. You demand it at the drop of a damn dime, but you can't give it. You refuse to give it, and if somebody walk up on you that don't see you, you will either go get your homeboys and talk shit after the fact, or go get a weapon and talk shit after the fact. You're not a man, you're a boy. I was going to use another word, but I understand it's 2023. That word is no longer acceptable and everything like that, but you're not a man. You're a child pretending to be a man. So let's keep the party rolling. Like I said, I don't want to stay too long. So after this weekend, social media, going to keep up with these notes. A bare knuckle fight is an initiation into manhood. Absolutely. 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 You know what? I was telling somebody, as far as me going out and everything like that, I deal with the Rock with the Nation, people and friends and everything like that at my home. I don't really like going outside because there's too many cowards outside the front door. Too many cowards out. Jagged edge with the real thugs over Jodeci. Yeah. Yeah. People don't know how to talk. People think that they have to agree on everything. If they don't agree on anything, if they don't agree on everything, now they don't like each other. If they can't agree on everything and they don't like each other, now somebody want to fight. But the person that probably wants to initiate the fight scared to take an ass whooping. So they take an ass whooping. They don't know how to say, you know what, I'm going to come back and holler at you. No, I got to go home and get some. Or I got to go to the trunk. Or got to go to the car. Let me just go ahead and say, if your ability to talk-ish depends on the amount of friends you have or what you may or may not have in your car, you need to stop talking trash. You just need to stop. But moving right along, anti-recasters. So this weekend, you know, you learn something. I started to say you learn something new from anti-recasters every time they open their mouth. You don't. It's the same dribble. And the epitome of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking it's going to change. I'm not going back and forth with another damn anti-recaster. They stupid as hell. I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. Because the tone don't change. The message ain't changed. They don't know nothing. What's going on? What's going on, Nico? They don't know. I haven't spoken to an anti-recaster yet that knows anything about Chadwick Boseman, knows anything about the character, knows anything about the comic books, knows anything. All they doing is bumping their damn gums, which makes them either black racists or trolls. That means they either hate themselves, as Malcolm X used to say. They look at Massa's house and they say, that's our house. No, stupid, that's their house. But because you've been indoctrinated, because you suffer from Stockholm syndrome, and I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing it home. I'm bringing it home because I haven't spoken to an anti-recaster yet, interacted with an anti-recaster yet that quotes anything Derek Boseman had to say. They don't quote anything Chadwick Boseman had to say. They do not. You know who they quote? They quote Kevin Feige. They quote Nate Moore, which would be fine and well if it wasn't for the fact that Derek Boseman and Chadwick Boseman beat them two to opening up their damn mouth in the first place. But no anti-recaster acknowledges that. No anti-recaster mentions that. No anti-recaster talks about it. Neither do the fence straddlers. For the fence straddlers, if you're afraid that you're going to lose a relationship with Marvel, thus you got to watch what you say, shut up. Let me say it one more time. If you got to watch what you say in regards to Black Panther because of your relationship with Marvel, or because of a relationship you're wanting to pursue with Marvel, or because of a relationship you're afraid of losing with Marvel, shut up, because you disingenuous. You never talk. You're just as bad as the anti-recasters, except you're worse, in my opinion. Because you jump on the recast T'Challa bandwagon when, truth be told, you're not really into it. You're going to do everything you can, kind of like water whittling away at rock. You're going to do everything you can to whittle it down. You know what you're just as bad at the damn anti-recasters. You never talk about Derek Bozeman and his interview on Urban Faith. And I find that reprehensible, to say the damn least, because low key, you should know better. The casual person, they casual. But you call yourself a comic book fan. Stop calling yourself something you're not going to toe the line with. I can toe the line with any comic book character that I discuss. But I listen to a whole bunch of y'all, what if, what about, maybe this, maybe that. Well, if they did this, if they did that. You are a horrible, disingenuous liar. Each and every last one of you. You don't acknowledge Derek Bozeman. You don't acknowledge Chadwick Boseman. You're too busy covering your ass, which is fine. If you want to save your ass and your relationship with Marvel, shut the up when it comes to recast T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, Wakanda, anything affiliated. We had enough of that last year when somebody called themselves trying to lead the movement, but clearly had his foot in both pools of water. I don't have any patience for disingenuous people. I have none. None. Derek Bozeman. We're going to move right along. I hope I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. It's quite a few of you, whether you got YouTube channels or not, you full of it. You know it. So you come out better just shutting the hell up, saying, don't say nothing. Touch your damn nose, because this topic don't pertain to you, and you lack the courage and conviction, the intestinal fortitude, the integrity to speak on it honestly. So shut up going forward. I would appreciate it if somebody offered you to show up on a panel going forward. You just say, I'm not qualified. I would prefer you say that than get on there and be as disingenuous. I'm saying disingenuous because you know damn better. You know what? None of y'all that don't look like me would ever accept anybody saying kill off any of your damn characters, regardless of what the reason was. I know it and you know it, which makes what you say on social media, on YouTube panels and everything, it makes it even damn worse, because I know you would never accept anybody under any circumstances that look like me suggesting that Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Peter Parker, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross take a damn dirt nap. You better be thankful that I'm never on a panel with you, and that's the best damn decision, because I'm not going to spare your damn feelings. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to spare. It ain't even a matter of what if. No. It's a matter of you being damn disingenuous. It is, and I'm going to call it for what it is. So you better be glad that I'm not on any of them panels. If I'm on a panel and you can't tell the truth, get off that damn panel, because as soon as I suspect, think, and it's a lot of wisdom here. As soon as I suspect, think, smell that you being disingenuous, I'm gonna embarrass your ass in front of God and country, and I'm not gonna care. I don't give two damns how many followers you got, how many subscribers you got. I'm gonna embarrass your ass. I'm gonna embarrass your ass, because people that love comic books deserve people to be honest when it comes to their comic book knowledge. So if you tell that BS going forward, pray I'm nowhere to be found. Because if I'm there, I'm going to hurt your damn feelings. And I'm not going to care, because you would do the same if I came out and spewed that BS my damn self about a character you cared about. That's the thing. I believe in equal energy, and you wouldn't take that from me. So don't think I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to embarrass your ass. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to keep the party rolling. I'm going to keep up with these notes. Not to mention, said who person who claimed to lead the movement had the audacity to take a picture with Derek Bozeman at the freaking premiere Wakanda Fair. And peep this, they didn't even show Simone. My grandma used to say, if they always riding a fist, one day they're gonna get knocked off like Humpty Dumpty. Facts. I'm just tired of it. Yeah, I struck a nerve with the comic book store owner with that one, because he was being damn disingenuous. And he know he was. So if you can't tell the truth, cause you have, watch this and see, this is me. I'm not that person. I understand that we have, here we go, prime example. I had somebody that rocks with me, does, and they were trying to handle some business. I respect everybody business that they're trying to handle. And they say, hey, Theo, I rock with you. I support everything that you got going on, but could you not mention my name and everything like that, because I'm trying to handle some business? Man, that's respect all damn day. Ain't nobody trying to cost you your paper. Ain't nobody trying to cost you your paper, nobody. But if you might lose your paper because you talking, then don't talk. Don't talk. Just shut up. If you don't know, shut up. Ain't nobody asking you to say, damn, have some type of intelligence, be able to say, hey man, I don't know. Hey, I'm not qualified. Hey, you know what? I'd love to talk about it, but I'm trying to do some things right now and I ain't trying to mess up my paper. Grown people understand that, but you just bumping your damn gums. No, I'm gonna hurt your feelings and I'm not gonna care. I got children, so I will embarrass you. This character means as much to me and my children as your character, as the character that you like for you and your children means to you and your children. So because of that, I have no problem embarrassing you in front of your children. If you don't care about the character that means something to me and my children, I care nothing about your feelings when it comes to you and your child. I will embarrass you. And I won't use one profane word. I'm just going to insult your comic book knowledge, because when I listen to you talk, guess what? I know more about comics than you do. And nobody expects somebody that looks like me knowing more about comics than somebody that looks like this. Since I do, I'm going to use that knowledge and own your ass, because guess what? You don't think I know more than you do. I can show you better than I can tell you, though. Don't make that mistake no more. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. I'm asking you. This has nothing to do with arrogance. What it is about me asking you to give us the same respect you want yourself. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's all I'm asking for. I'm asking you that if you don't know, do what you would like for me to do. Be quiet. All I'm asking you to do is do what you would want me to do. If I was conflicted, if I had something to lose, you would want me, rather than speak out, just be quiet. That's all we're asking. It's the same damn consideration. And at this point in time, at this age of my life, as Trillmonger alluded to it, I'm 55. I don't have time nor the patience to look at cats. I expect them not to know. 20 years younger than me, 10 years younger than me, I expect them not to know. But you carry yourself like you know every damn thing. So when you speak going forward, if you can't understand there's somebody that looks like me, who knows more than you do, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. In regards to T'Challa, watch your mouth. Because I'm not as cavalier to bump my gums with other characters that I know other people care for. I know there are people that care deeply for Kamala Khan. I watch what I say. I know people that care deeply for Ironheart. I watch what I say. I know people care deeply for Shorty. Believe it or not, I watch what I say. I know people care about the religion of Mark Spector. I watch what I say. I know people care about Matthew Murdoch, his history. I watch what I say. Give me that same damn respect going forward with T'Challa, whether I'm on a panel or not, or next time I see you and I'm on a panel with you, I'm going to make you bring that back up and I'm going to own your ass. And you have asked for it your damn self, because you can give that to me, which I freely give to you. I'm tired of asking for it. So is Recast T'Challa. We're going to keep the party going, though. I don't want to stay on that too long. I definitely was in my feelings about that. What's going on, Mr. Smith? That is my mentor. I'm watching this live on the big screen, too. There's a full-size Theo in my birdcage. Appreciate you, Steve. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Gray in the building. Grand Madam Tarot, what's going on? So we're going to keep the party going and everything like that. I just wanted to get that out there. Watch what you say going forward. So Derek Bozeman, the truth behind the fiction. So we had a dust up. We had a dust up. Shout out to Bo from the Fifth Column. I don't know if y'all rock with him. I go a couple of places to get some consistent news for tarot reading. It's Grand Madam Tarot. Political news is Bo from the Fifth Column. And college football news is Josh Pate. It's the Late Kick with Josh Pate. That's where I go to get my news and stuff like that. We got, hey, Miss Keita, what's going on? How you doing? So Derek Bozeman, the truth behind the fiction. Bo from the Fifth Column. Got if y'all want me to put the link in the comment section, I'll be sure to do that. But Bo from the Fifth Column talked about when they were talking about not on this doc. And some people that were speaking to Bo about it, they were trying to figure out what they meant by not on this doc. They thought maybe it was in reference to maybe it being a bad neighborhood or something like that. What's going on, Maji? Grand Madam says she rocked with Bo too. And the way Bo broke it down was, this isn't about a bad neighborhood. What this is about is what took place in that area. Now, Bo did a great job in explaining it, and I'll give you the way he did it. When we as Americans go to other countries, we have to be mindful of certain areas that we're in and how we conduct ourselves in those areas. Like, I don't think if we were to go to Germany, that part where they were doing what they were doing, the concentration camps per se, that's hollow ground. That's sacred ground. You don't go there celebrating that. You go there and you pay your respects. Some atrocities were committed there. That's not a place to get your grab on and everything like that. Well, at this dock, surrounded, Mr. Smith, you saw the video, absolutely great video. At this dock, there were a lot of atrocities that took place during slavery. There were. And you would like to think that people could appreciate that. Now, where this boat was parked at, is supposed to be where the ferry boat comes to park at. And as one mature, elderly, Caucasian lady who lives in that area put it, she knows you don't park, and she has a boat, you don't park your boat there. You just don't. So they took it upon themselves to break the law, or restriction, or rule. They parked their boat someplace it wasn't supposed to be. And a man in his 60s addressed them. Notice I said a man. I didn't say what his ethnicity was for a reason. Who worked there. Move your boat. No. He was attacked. That's what it was. And they thought that it was sweet. And they came in, piled on. Well, because the people in that area are sensitive to what that area represents, they weren't having it. And they commenced to whooping their ass. They did. Now, I'm not going to say that I condone violence, but I love my people. He's in his 60s. Nobody that didn't look like him gave a damn about his age. Nobody that didn't look like him gave a damn about the fact that he was doing his damn job. No, what they looked at him and saw was somebody that didn't look like them. The thing is that they didn't understand that because of where they were, there were people there that was just waiting on something like that to transpire. And they did exactly what they wanted them to do. Now, I know some people that look like me had a problem because I watched one of them crazy because I'm like, damn, you had a problem with that? No wonder we effed up around here. So they got it in and they beat their ass. That man was doing his job. He was doing his job. Boat shouldn't have been parked there. My question now is if it was a European brother, Caucasian brother that would have asked them to move their boat, would they have swung on him? Or would it just have been a bunch of lip service? A man in his 60s in the performance of his job was physically assaulted. A mob scene, if you will. People are going to try and twist it whatever way they want to. No, because he was in the performance of his job. You were breaking the law. He asked you to move. He became physically assaulted, and not just 1, 2, 3, 4. Even the other person's wife came to get it in. That's why I don't have any sympathy about her getting hit upside the head with a damn chair. You're a woman, stay in a woman's place. See, y'all get caught up on that thing and everything. 2 women fighting, I'm going to let them have that. 2 men fighting, you walk your happy ass up in there, you get what you get. I know. But in combat, which is what that was, there are no females. There are no males. There are just friends and enemies. That's what that is. But the question you have to ask yourself is, why did you park your boat there? Why did you park your boat there? See, everybody wants to come to your aid and everything like that and say, well, that shouldn't. No. Why did you park your boat there? That's no different than me asking you, why did you run that stop sign? Here we go. I like that segue. Thank you, Mr. Smith. So my daughter, today in class, School of Law, one Caucasian person in the class. Now, the professor asked, what is it that you're bothered by? What offends you? The Caucasian male says, the idea that I have white privilege offends me. It's not something that I feel like I should, some word, but it bothered him that people felt like he had white privilege. His thing is not every white person has white privilege. No, not every white person consciously uses their white privilege. Let me help you out. I know how it sounds. I do. But watch this. I'm a guy. You know what? There are some things that I'm going to get because I'm a dude that a female not going to get. Females. There's a certain thing called female privilege. If a police officer pull over a female and she looks attractive enough and she smiles enough, guess what? She got something I ain't got. That just is what that is. And if the only thing I got for me is I'm a gentleman. Hopefully that works. That's it. That's it. I'm a gentleman. How you doing today, officer? No, sir. Not at all. Yes, sir. How you doing? That's it. That's all I got. I'm a gentleman. That's the only thing that I can do with a police officer. With a woman, with a white person, be a gentleman. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no boobs. I ain't got no ass. I ain't got no full lips. None of that. I don't have that. And if a female officer come over and I ain't but 5'8.5", she might want a dark skinned brother. She might want a tall brother. I don't know, but I know by and large, the fact that I'm a gentleman, that works for me. Bruh, here we go. To every Caucasian person in America, I'm not speaking of anywhere else, because I don't know how to apply anywhere. But if you live in America and you identify as being white, it's white privilege. People look at you differently. They do. Whether you think they do or not. You know what? Watch this. Even I look at you differently. Here we go. We don't like saying this, but there is some truth to the fact that there are some black women who will trust you more than they trust me because you white. That's white privilege. You're not consciously seeking it out. It's there though. When you come in and you go to somebody and you complain about customer service, they gonna listen to you faster than they listen to me. You know why? Because you're white. You're not consciously seeking that out. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what? Some people have height privilege. You know what height privilege is? Every time you walk up to somebody, they got to do this. Damn, you tall. It's height privilege. That's what you got. It's height privilege. You in the NBA? That's height privilege all damn day long. They're not even checking for me as my height to be in the NBA. That's a tall man game. Man, no, yes, there is something. Listen, it's not a bad thing. Ain't nobody saying it's a bad thing. Ain't nobody saying it's a good thing. But you know, just cause it's still true. You don't like it, it is. White privilege is very, very much real. It is. It is. Because I can't ever think, okay, here we go. No, I'm not going to do that because that's too sensitive. I know I can't get out of my car waving no weapon whatsoever, talking ish to any police officer, running from them, bumping up on them, male, female. I know I better not do none of that. We know it's plethora of footage out there where the dude that don't look like me and got out his car, shirt off, talking trash, doing whatever. Police officer got his hand on the gun right there and won't pull it. Hand on the gun, taser on the opposite hip, and they not pulling nothing. They ain't even looking for no pepper spray is as violent as it's gonna damn get. That's white privilege. Matter of fact, here we go. White privilege. Chillmonger like this one. What was the race of the young lady that charged that said Jonathan Majors assaulted her? What was that? You know what do you know why the DA won't dismiss them charges right now? White privilege. I'm sorry. Where's she at? She actually was able to leave the country. She left the damn. How did she get on a plane and leave the country and there was a pending legal case out there? White privilege. You know who Rolling Stone won't talk about right now? Just like Vanity Fair magazine, they won't talk about her. All they want to talk about is Jonathan Majors and what he may or may not have done in the past. You know why? White privilege. Does that apply to? Is she actively seeking white privilege? I can't say yes or no. Is she benefiting from it though? Is Jonathan Majors suffering from the privilege he doesn't have as a male, as a black male? She's a female and a white female on top of that. There's a lot of privilege in that. It is. We don't want to say that's what that is, but maybe if we start having honest conversation about what's going on and wanted to honestly deal with it, we wouldn't be here. But no, white privilege does exist. I'm sorry if you're offended by it. I think there's a sister over there in Europe that went and changed her whole skin complexion, made herself dark skinned and everything like that. Underwent some surgical procedures. You offended about white privilege? There's a surgical procedure to make you black. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. So she said he got offended. You got offended. You offended by white privilege? You offended. Nobody answers Jane Elliott's question if they would trade places every time she would ask. And they're not. Know why? Because no, they're not. White privilege. There's a reason why people would try to pass back in the day. Damn sure was. Damn sure was. That paper bag test, it was a reason why you wanted to be a mulatto back in the day. But you, listen, the most I can hope for is just being a Latino. And since I went to Puerto Rico and a female told me, a stripper, no niggeros, I can't even pass for Latino. That's my damn feeling. What you mean no niggeros? Really? No niggeros in Puerto Rico? Damn. How you, we saying, and that was in 19 what? 1987? I didn't even know they had that. I remember a white privilege test video years ago. Two women walking to a department store. Black woman was profiled. The white woman walked out with several stolen goods. Listen, they did a video on YouTube where it was two men walking down the street. And I don't know if y'all saw it. It's on social media. One, they both acting like they were blind and they would, reach out for somebody to assist them walking down the sidewalk. White guy got all the assistance he needed. People looked at the black guy as if he had a disease or something like that. He looked as if they contagious and everything. And I'm sitting up here like, would you want some, regardless of whether, I think we saw this, the Capitol or one of those protests or whatever, an older white guy, dehydrated, about to pass out and everything, Confederate flag shirt on and everything. It was a brother coming to his damn aid. Like, I don't mean no harm, and I know some of y'all feel some type of way, but you need to thank us for being a part of World War II, the Red Tails. And that, damn it, I'm going to say it right there. Everybody don't think like that. And yes, Trump is white privilege. I'm still mad at him. I'm going to say it one more time. If you ever ask me why I'm mad at Donald Trump, why I don't like Donald Trump, it has everything to do with the United States Football League. That's what I'm pissed at him about. I ain't moved on from that. I ain't even got to what he did when he was a president yet. I'm still mad at him about that. I still owe him an ass whooping about that. So if I'm mad at Donald Trump, it's about the folding of the United States Football League back in the day. Don't talk to me about him being the president. I still owe him an ass whooping about that one because he cost me football. So I'm just telling you. I know you're like, damn, Theo. I'm just telling all the Donald Trump supporters, when you come to me asking me why I don't like Buddy, you just need to know, before we even talk politics, I owe him an ass whooping about some football. I'm just going to keep it whip right there. Nobody wanted that smoke with Jane. Nope. Red Tails, right? So Red Tails, my daughter Mia, she was a member of Leon High School at the time. She was a member of the junior ROTC, which they had a Marine Corps ROTC program. So Red Tails came out. I didn't even take her to school that day. I think if I did, it was after the movie. We saw the first showing of the movie. We went and we sat in the movie theater, and man, I ain't gonna lie, I shed tears. As an African-American male in this country, you deal with so much. Perception is a mug. America does its best to divide not only African-Americans from African-Americans, but America does so much to divide African-Americans from other ethnicities as well. So, and you deal with that. You do. If you grow up in this country, you really don't have a choice but to deal with it. So anybody that's an African-American and say they don't notice racism, you're a damn lie. You're lying, because somebody that don't look like you then went out of their way to make you feel less than at some point in time in your life. That said, man, I walked into that movie theater, man, and good God Almighty Jesus, I saw proud veterans in there of every ethnicity, every nationality. There were veterans in there that lived through that damn war. It was, and I'm pretty sure there were veterans in that movie theater, if not in every movie theater in America, that owed their lives to them cats. They were there to see that movie. They didn't move. You need to understand, some of them came dressed in their uniforms. That's how serious they took that. They came dressed in their uniforms. Ethnicity be damned. They came dressed to honor us. We don't talk about that enough. We can talk about racism all damn day long, but we don't talk about that. That was a moving moment for me. And you know who got to experience it with me? My daughter. My daughter, who's growing up in this world that we live in today, where we see a sitting president encourage people to attack the Capitol. My daughter, who has to grow up in a world where she sees George Floyd be killed with a knee on his neck, Ahmaud Arbery be chased for 5 minutes, Breonna Taylor be murdered in her own home. To see that. It just gives me hope for a better tomorrow. It does. It does. Ron DeSantis is a coward. Ron DeSantis is a divisive narcissist. And I will make it my business to be not a stepping stone. I will make it my business to be an unmovable wall between Ron DeSantis and the presidency of the United States of America. Because it's not what he talks about, it's what he doesn't talk about. He's a coward. He's a coward. He's incompetent. He's an elitist. He has no business being the governor of Florida, let alone the president of the United States. He's a flawed leader, and he just needs to go home and be with his wife, or go put on the white hat that he so proudly wears that he don't actually wear. The white hat with the eyes cut out of it. Yeah, he need to go ahead and do that. Which is crazy because honestly, he's Italian. He likes to tell people he's white. He doesn't own his ethnic origin because he wants to tap into the white base to get to be presidency. No, Ron, your white base won't get you to the White House. And the fact that you don't own your ethnicity says a lot about how prideful you are of who you actually are. You're a fraud. And you're going to get exposed. Oh man, damn. So, look, I got too serious, man. I don't like talking about that, man. Y'all, man, listen. That thing just moved me, man. It just moved me. But if we all left tomorrow, this nation would all fall apart. That's facts. Damn sure ain't winning no more basketball games, no more track and field. College football gonna be boring as hell. NFL gonna be boring as hell. The NBA, you're gonna have to shoot layups and everything like that. No more rap music, no more R&B, which means you're gonna have to just rely on rock and roll. So no more of our influence and everything like that. We're gonna take all of our clothes and all our hairstyles. Yeah, we're gonna be peace out. Comic book characters, we taking all them influences. Yeah, you're gonna have to just write for you, do for you, and you're not ready for that. We didn't seen that, because if you could have just did for you and didn't need no help, you would have never got in them boats, went across that water, and got you some help. Because this was all you. You had all this. You too damn lazy. You ain't know what to do with it. So you can easily be left to your devices again. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Hell, even news would be boring. It would. So speaking of boring news, Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade. Now, who remembers that episode of was it Inside the NBA when Jalen Rose had to get Paul Pierce straight? Who remembers that episode? Because Paul Pierce kept talking about Dwayne Wade, and Jalen Rose had to get Paul Pierce straight. Right there, did it side by side, had the stats up and everything. Who remember that episode? Why is Paul Pierce still talking about Dwayne Wade? Talking about if he'd have had the teammates that What's going on? I tell them what's going on. What's going? Black people built this country. Let me keep up with these notes. Ronnie, that's Mr. Austin Crafton. Grand Madam Tarot. Hey Ronnie, what up everybody? Ronnie J in the building had several Tuskegee vets consulting on that film too. Listen, that was a beautiful film. It really, really was. But if we all left tomorrow, yep, we would. Charles Jackson French, the first Aquaman, the Aquaman. Come on, somebody. Whole. George Lucas funded the whole film because no studio wanted it. It was planned on doing. Listen, George Lucas killed that. Like everybody that was in that movie did their damn thing. I don't know how many of us remember the HBO version of the Tuskegee Airmen. Andre Braugher was in that movie. And Andre Braugher played. Let me tell you something. Andre Braugher to me is a phenomenal actor. Him, much like Vincent D'Onofrio. Andre Braugher. I remember the scene in the movie where he was. I think William Voigt was in the movie as well, where he said, "You give us a deck, then you deal from the bottom." It's something along that line, and you expect us to win. If you've never seen that version of Tuskegee Airmen, I think Lawrence Fishburne is in it. Oh my God, Lawrence Fishburne is in it. What's my brother name that played Malcolm in the Middle? Well, Malcolm and Eddie. Malcolm Jamal Warner. He's in it. Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it. That man, I really want. Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. is in that movie. That is a phenomenal movie. Listen, if you haven't seen Red Tails with Lawrence Fishburne and the crew in it, man, listen, go check that out, man. Actually, who else is in it? What's my brother name? What's the show that come on? He was in New Jack City. Damn. Tyler Perry. Meet the Pain. Alan Payne was in the movie as well, man. Man, that was a phenomenal movie. Good God Almighty Jesus. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk about man because I could talk about that all. Yeah, great movie. I could easily talk about that all day. But yeah, so Paul Pierce is still comparing his career to Dwayne Wade. Paul Pierce. Let me say this to you, because I think you athletes sometimes need to hear it from fans, and maybe you don't, much like Scottie Pippen, you don't think that we know who you are. Paul Pierce, there's no reason for you to feel like you don't get your props. Paul Pierce, you that dude. And I'm saying that as somebody who's not a Celtic fan. You were that guy. There was a reason why the Celtics chose to keep you and not Antoine. You that dude. We saw what you did, Paul. Much like we saw what Scottie did. Stop comparing yourself to Dwayne. You don't have to. You're celebrated amongst NBA fans. Those of us that watch basketball, Paul, we know who you are. We know what you were capable of. We saw what you did. We've seen quite a few games where you put the Boston Celtics on your shoulders and delivered them to the promised land. Paul, we know who you are. You don't need to keep comparing yourself to Dwayne Wade to do that. No, you that dude, that guy with the headband, turned sort of to the side with the NBA logo right there and everything like that. You the dude who had the sweetest elbow jumper, like round the elbow, jump shot, mid-range, you money. We know that, Paul. Stop. Professional jealousy. Absolutely. No, Mr. Martin. Paul Pierce. They doing a Bass Reeves movie starring David. I'm gonna have to check that out. Paul out here hating for no. Yeah, let's stop. Like, first of all, who you talking to? Like, there are fans. We watched you. We know the difference between you and Dwayne Wade. That's first and foremost. We know why Dwayne Wade won. We know why you won. You act like we didn't, like we just had a radio. No, this ain't when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain. No. That's not what that is. We know you're great. No different than with Scottie Pippen. Scottie, stop. Stop. You looking stupid out here amongst every basketball fan who's a Chicago Bull fan, who's a Scottie Pippen fan, who understands what you brought to the game. We know. We read all the Sports Illustrated articles. Every time Sports Illustrated had an article with you and Mike, or you or just Mike, we read it. Every time USA Today had an article about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, or Michael Jordan or just Scottie Pippen, we read it. Some of us didn't even want damn Jordans. Some of us went out and got every damn Nike that Scottie Pippen, that Nike dropped that Scottie Pippen wore. When we wanted to go play defense on the basketball court, yes, we played offense like Mike. We played defense like Scottie. Number 33, bruh, stop. Stop. The only person right now you're trying to convince is you. Every basketball fan, we don't give a damn about that damn Last Dance special. You know why we watched it? Do you know why we watched that Last Dance special, Scottie? To be reminded of the greatness of the Chicago Bulls. Maybe you need to hear it from Chicago Bull fans. We watched that special to be reminded of the greatness of the Chicago Bulls. Scottie, nobody holds you accountable for not wanting to play when the Bulls didn't want to pay you. We do hold you accountable for signing that contract when you were told not to, but we don't hold you accountable for anything else. We do hold you accountable for not wanting to go in the game when Phil called that play. We do. But Scottie, them two things. Do you really think that basketball fans, Scottie, I'm talking to you. I don't work for ESPN. I don't work for anybody else. Just me. Watched you. Nike basketball shoe with air on the side of it. They even got it in NBA 2K right now. Scottie Pippen. Let me say this to you. Your greatness, and I'm going to start with this one. Your greatness is not defined by your ex-wife. Not to me. It never was. Your greatness has never been defined by who you slept with. Your greatness is not defined by you signing that contract. It's not. It's not. Your greatness is not even defined by you not even going in the game where Tony Kukoc had to hit that winning shot. It's not. It's not. Your greatness is not defined by the fact that you didn't, because we know it was BS. We really do believe had they not called that phantom call on you, you would have beat the New York Knicks and led the Chicago Bulls to the NBA championship. Whether or not you would have won remains to be seen. But we believe you would have did it, Scottie, because we saw the game. See, we were there. We watched the games. None of that defines your greatness as an all-time NBA Hall of Fame player. It doesn't. It never did. You are still Scottie Pippen. To me, you are still the greatest small forward to play the game. Stats be damn, LeBron James be damn. See, LeBron James can't be better than Michael, Scottie, when he ain't even better than you. And it's quite a few of us that feel that way, that LeBron James is not better than you. He's not a better defensive player. He's not a better shooter. He's not. So what makes LeBron James better than Mike when to a lot of us, Scottie, he's not even better than you? You ever thought about that? Now, this video was supposed to be about Paul Pierce. This portion of the video was supposed to be about Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade, but I need you to understand, think about how much I care about you, that in a segment that was supposed to be about Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade, I prefer talking about Scottie Pippen. Do you know why, Scottie? Because Paul Pierce played the same position you did. And do you know who I feel like the greatest small forward to ever play the game was? Because I watched it. It wasn't James Worthy. It wasn't James Worthy. Wasn't Larry Bird. What? Wasn't Paul Pierce. What? It's not LeBron James. It's not. It's Scottie Pippen, number 33. To me, that is the greatest small forward to ever play the game. If I had to pick a starting five, Scotty, you there. And I'm not the only person that feels that way. There's quite a few of us that do. But what you're doing right now is embarrassing the hell, not out of only you, but those who feel like I do as well. You got your roses, bro. And if you don't think you do, let me say it so you hear it from me. Scottie Pippen, you're the greatest. You're one of the greatest that ever did it. Small forward, I don't put nobody above you. When it comes to playing defense on the basketball court, I can't think of anybody else I'd rather emulate. I can't think of anybody else I would rather teach. If I was a basketball coach, teach kids how to play defense like it would be Scottie Pippen. It would be. You need to think about that and cut out all this other foolishness. Listen, that's my time. It's 8:06. We started at 7. I like it. We get in, we get out, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Y'all got Q&A, y'all got questions for me and everything like that. Comic book related stuff, sports related stuff. We can chop it up out of here. I think we got about, wait a minute, 2:06. I think I can spare about 5-10 more minutes. If y'all got questions, we can turn it in and everything like that. Hopefully, I think the Black Panther 3 come out. I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. Definitely gotta drop some more of these comic book reviews and everything like that. Touch these notes and see what we got going on. Scottie Pippen all day long. Only a healthy Grant Hill would have something. I like that. From a basketball head, I like that. I hated the Bulls, yet this Brooklyn kid loves the Bears. Go figure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, we are Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're not here to cause no trouble. We just came here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. I bought that damn apple. Don't do that. Don't do that. I bought the record. I bought the record. Don't do that. I bought it. I did. Don't mess with me. Let me see. Scottie Pippen all day long. Both Mike and Scottie wanted to be Dr. J. Look, but both of them look like it to me. They should have beat the Knicks that year going into the final. They should have. Remember Scottie, you know what? I've never seen any. Y'all remember that bank 3-point shot that Scottie used to take? He'd be out there on the wing and he'd shoot the shot and it hit the backboard and bank in. I ain't seen nobody do that yet. I'm like, you just gonna keep hitting that shot. That's your shot. Like that's money right there. Kind of like Kareem Skyhook. You gonna shoot that shot. It's gonna hit the backboard and go in right there. No net. You call it okay. Man, listen. Super Bowl shuffle. Why can't we unite like we did in Alabama all the time? Because we got too many black folks out here. Listen, shout out to the brother on Twitter. He pointed out something that I felt was poignant. Because you notice how I said when we talk about Derek Bozeman, anti-recasters never addressed that. You know what anti-recasters also miss? You know what disingenuous, two-faced people also miss as well? The message that Derek was talking about, that Chadwick Boseman was talking about, that Black Panther 2 damn show put out there, that the men weren't doing anything. Somebody actually, I know Koyo, I know you saw it, I know because you shared it. A brother actually put the Dora Milaje hopping off, jumping overboard to take on the Atlantans. And right up under that, he had the brothers running up on the cats that attacked the brother in Montgomery. You know what? That's what that was. That's what everybody was like. We kept trying to tell y'all. That's what they were trying to push, that black men not gonna do nothing, that we supposed to sit up there and let the women do it. Well, maybe these brothers didn't see Black Panther 2. I don't know. But had the River Tribe conducted themselves like this in Black Panther 2, Namor would have never got his ass inside Wakanda. Had the hot toots that I say, been around like this, it would have been a lot of damn dead ass Atlanteans floating around in the water. But that's the image they don't want you to see, though. That's the image that they don't want you to see. That is what Derek Bozeman was speaking about on December 8th, 2020. So when an anti-recaster want to come and talk to you about anything going forward, if we can't start it off with December 8th, 2020, I damn sure can't talk, nor will I entertain any damn thing else going forward. Let me keep up with these notes. Doors are in the comics, hot toots out here in real life. All they did was mix Chad's death with the potent and destructive MCU narrative phase 4. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound really weird. They stay pushing the door like they're the only legit fighting force in Wakanda. They do, they do. I'm hoping Eve turns that around. She did have some members of the High Tuts that as they pop up in issue 1. UND need to make a sports podcast. We have talked about that. We have discussed it in regards to doing that. I'm trying to move away from the name call. I think, you know, there are other words in the English language to use, because when you start off with that, people have a tendency to check out, because it's kind of like on Twitter, how somebody wants to come in and question your knowledge about Black Panther, but they come in with an insult. I don't have to call it the MCU to point out the fact that Marvel is moving towards being a company that's relying more and more on their female characters. I don't have to make that up. Wanda is one of the most powerful characters in the MCU. She laps Thor. Okay, well, Carol Danvers is one of the more powerful characters in the MCU. She laps Thor. Okay, well, Monica Rambeau can literally turn into light and is immortal. I know they kind of nerfed her in the MCU, but right off the rip, she's one of the more powerful characters. Okay, well, we just got Secret Invasions. Right off the rip, this character is one of the most powerful characters, and she killed the human. She killed the male version of her. She did. She-Hulk. Okay, well, we've shown her to be more in control than her cousin Bruce, so I don't have to call it the MCU for. All I got to do is state the facts. This is what you're doing. Your characters are female-centered. The female characters that you have right now, I can't speak for anything else, but right now, every female character that you have is more powerful than basically your most powerful male character. That's not a decision I made. You made it, and you keep highlighting it by saying, oh, this character is the most powerful character in the MCU. You keep saying that. Every time a female character gets introduced, she's the most powerful character in the MCU. You're not doing that with your males. I ain't got to call it the MCU. I just need to point out the facts. Shit, moving toward, how about they pull that woman power constantly to match their incompetence? Why can't we shine together the devastation of male characters and making them look nonchalant and corny and stupid? Well, what I will say to you this is, Nico, that at least in our culture, they have been pushing the separation of African-American men and African-American women since the 70s when they started the whole HUD program. So, I mean, this ain't nothing new. I'm just surprised we still going for it, but this time we're going for it in movie fashion. Bruce Lee's daughter gets it. She could have had a female protagonist in Warrior, but she's honoring her father, who was neglected a starring role in the show. He was creating representation. Representation does matter. The thing is as I stated before, we have trolls who don't care about representation, and we have sheep who don't understand representation. So we have ignorant sheep amongst our own that gonna go right along with what's being offered out there. And then we have trolls out there who they just gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. They know better, but they're gonna be stupid. I'm cool with all female teams from the books like She-Hulk, Lady Liberators, Valkyries, Fearless Defenders, all female X-Men teams. Problem is Marvel won't translate that properly on the big screen at all. At all. But the thing is watch this. Marvel, one, doesn't hire people that know the comics. Right. Okay. So if you don't hire people that know the comics, they don't know this stuff exists. You're telling them I'm not hiring a comic book fan, a comic book historian, anyone with any knowledge of comics. You want the person to have little to no knowledge of comics whatsoever. Then you're going to write the script for them. Well, you yourself don't really know the comics like that. You claim you do, but you don't. It's apparent you don't, because you wouldn't make some of the decisions that you did if you did. But you make them same dumbass damn decisions. You get what you get. That's what it's going to be. They're not going to do them right. They're not going to do them right. And people keep saying Marvel is going to have to reboot. Reboot when? And if you reboot, you got the same person in charge. What does that mean to me? If I got the same owner, the same general manager, the same head coach in place, and the team has had a losing record for 5 years, why do I think me hiring a brand new offensive coordinator and defense coordinator is going to change things? When clearly I had multiple offensive coordinators and defense coordinators prior to then, and we were still losing because we had the same head coach, the same general manager, and the same owner. There we go. One of the things I loved about the first Black Panther movie was the unity of black men and women. Exactly. And watch this. Every stupid person never heard Recast T'Challa say it. All they heard was, oh, we want the men to do this, and oh, we want the men to do that. That's every stupid person, every sheep and every troll. That's all they heard. Even though we kept saying, no, we really want to see those. Every sheep and every troll, that was all they heard. Trolls deliberately pushed the narrative. Sheep were too naive. That's all they heard. Jerry Jones scenario, sometimes they know and don't even care. Those would be the trolls. Pushing gender division is a marvel thing. I want to tell you that you're wrong, but I can't. I don't really like lying. I'm working on my faith and everything like that, so I got to watch what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, here's what I know, and we're going to get on up out of here because I want y'all to enjoy y'all Wednesday and everything like that. I know today is a sacred day to some people and everything like that, so I don't want to take up too much of your time and everything. I definitely appreciate y'all for rocking. But here's what Recast T'Challa is not about separation. It never was. Recast T'Challa is about so much more than recasting a character. Recast T'Challa is about representation. Recast T'Challa is about unification. It is. Recast T'Challa is about preserving the comic book legacy and integrity of this character. It's also, to a degree, about paying homage to this man by not giving up the fight. In much ways, he would not give up the fight, but also being respectful in doing so. That's what it's about. At least that's what it is to me, and that's why I go so hard in the paint the way that I do. Not going to change anything. We're going to continue to honor the character. We're going to continue to fight for the character. We're going to continue to honor the actor. And we're going to continue to fight for the actor's legacy being preserved. We're not going to let people that have an agenda take his memory, his legacy, tarnish it, and belittle it in any way whatsoever. But listen, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Thank y'all so much. Why is it that Republican actors like Arnold, Eastwood, and Stone tend to have non-forced racial inclusion in their films? I don't know, because okay, so if I say Republican, because at one point in time I was about to get there, Bill Clinton was in office and I was making good money, and I said, I see why people vote Republican. You get tired of being taxed like this. I understand politics if we talking about money and everything like that, but moral obligation, the moral obligation should still be the same. But from what I've seen is that Stallone, now Eastwood might be something different, but Stallone and Schwarzenegger, they really don't get caught up in it. To them, it's more about like pop money and everything like that. I don't really want all that money coming out of my pocket like that, so I need to be Republican. Because to your point, they put out movies and they put brothers and sisters in the movies and don't care, don't think twice. They put minorities, they put other ethnicities in the movie and don't think twice. Like I said, Eastwood, I think Eastwood just needs somebody. Yeah, their films are action films, absolutely. Like, and that's what it's supposed to be. I don't need the agenda. It's supposed to be entertainment. I get enough agendas in the real world. When we turn on our TVs, our smart device, we just want to be entertained, laugh. Now, I don't even want to cry. Like, damn, somebody need to get their ass whooped. Somebody need to get their ass whooped, but damn it, somebody need to make me laugh. Don't give me no emotional, don't give me no tear jerker and everything. I'm tired of crying. Their films just tell the story. Facts. So listen, I'm about to be up out of here, man. Rock with me, nation. Recast T'Challa. Man, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. And y'all know how I like to get down before I get up out of here. Man, I need that grill figure. Can you hook me up with your custom? Listen, I tell you what, if you send me the pieces, I told Mr. Ray Smith, he actually wound up customizing. I said, if you send me the pieces, I ain't even going to charge you. I'm just going to do it. Because that's what it is. It's just the pieces. But listen, before we go, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button and everything like that. Let's give it up for the network of channels. Nico being the youngest lion on the team. Grand Madam Tarot, she dropped the fresh tarot reading today. Y'all make sure y'all get up there. Marcus and Josh from Back of the Bus, I think they did a W&L today. Jamie Foxx and everything. Y'all make sure y'all get up with them. Chillmonger has been dropping great content. If you want to know what's going on with Jonathan Majors, that whole story, hit up Chillmonger. He's definitely been on top of it. My brother Blue Clues and everything. Blue gonna keep y'all abreast of what's going on in the entertainment news. Valiant Renegade, he's not a part of the team and everything like that, but if you want to learn about the numbers when it comes to what these movies are making vice what it costs to make the actual movie, Valiant Renegade is a great source of knowledge and everything like that. Listen, dadgummit, that dude, it is what it is. Who else am I getting? The most monotone voice on YouTube, I forget he's talking one show in particular right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Kaiser Slevin, y'all know the brother I'm talking about and everything like that. Did I forget anybody? I didn't shout my brother out, Be Real with D-Real, because y'all know he's gonna be dropping a video later on this evening, so y'all know y'all better be over there with that video and everything like that. I think that's about it. I think I got everybody. Did I miss somebody? I feel like I ain't shouted out Trey Michael and everything, but y'all get up with Trey Michael and everything like that. Listen, that's my time. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Click, like, share, subscribe. We're on our way to 900. We're going to make it do what it do. And yes, if dreams do come alive, it's about Theo B having his own radio show, his own radio talk show, nationally syndicated. Dreams do come true. I'm speaking into reality. Peace.